today, and Americans want to know when they're going to see this relief.
Very soon. They're going to see it very soon. Look, there it is, right there. Excuse me. There it is, right there. Go ahead.
Mr. President, though, this is expected to be tied up in the court, so this relief is either going to be delayed or blocked.
Oh, I don't think so. I think this is going to go very rapidly through the courts. This will go very, if we get sued, maybe we won't get sued. If we get sued, it's somebody that doesn't want people to get money. Okay? And that's not going to be a very popular thing.
Go around Congress. Are you trying to set a new precedent that the president can go around Congress and decide how?
You ever hear the word obstruction? They've obstructed. Congress has obstructed. The Democrats have obstructed people from getting desperately needed money. Go ahead, please, right here.
President,
No, you're finished. Go ahead, please.
Veterans' choice.
Please. Go ahead.
Veterans' choice. It was passed in 2014.
Okay, excuse me. Go ahead,
But
please.
it's a false statement, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. No,
Why do you
no,
keep
you're
saying
finished.
that
Go
you
ahead,
passed
please.
veterans' choice?
Please.
You said that you passed veterans' choice. It was passed in 2014.
Okay, excuse me. Go ahead,
But
please.
it's a false statement, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.
The president cutting off questions there when he was challenged for a statement that he has made multiple times, saying that he signed veterans' choice. Daniel Dale, you brought this up in the very beginning. We know that's not true, and yet this is a statement that the president continues to push. He did not. He is not responsible for that.
The veterans have poured out their sweat and blood and tears for this country for so long, and it's time that they're recognized, and it's time that we now take care of them and take care of them properly. That's why I'm pleased today to sign into law the Veterans Choice Program Improvement Act. So this is called the Choice Program Improvement Act. Speaks for itself.
He did not. He is not responsible for that.
He is not. What Trump did was sign a 2018 law called the VA Mission Act that modified and expanded the choice program. But
I'll be signing landmark legislation to provide health care choice. What a beautiful word that is, choice. All during the campaign, I go out and say, why can't they just go see a doctor instead of standing online for weeks and weeks and weeks? Now they can go see a doctor. It's going to be great.
He did not. He is not responsible for that.
He is not. What Trump did was sign a 2018 law called the VA Mission Act that modified and expanded the choice program. But he describes himself as the one who got choice after others had tried and failed for 50 years. That was kind of a historic fact-check moment because I don't think anyone had ever challenged Trump on this law he keeps telling over and over. And it was revealing that, you know, when presented with the facts, he just ran away. He ended the briefing.
Because why answer the question when you can just leave? This is what happens when you confront Donald Trump on a lie that he's told over 140 times. And that's not an exaggeration. Trump has taken credit for passing veterans' choice over 140 times during his presidency, which is interesting given the fact that Trump didn't pass veterans' choice. It was passed in 2014 during Obama's term by President Obama.
It was passed in 2014 during Obama's term by President Obama.
Darren, nobody knows more about the VA than you do, and I mean that earnestly. Break down, what did President Obama do and what did President Trump do? Because there's a lot of confusion here.
So I've been involved with this for a long time, and what President Obama and the Biden administration resisted, but went ahead and signed a temporary program called the Choice Program, and which was a failure.
He just decided to pretend that he created veterans' choice instead, because why actually bother doing anything when you can just say you did?
Signed a temporary program called the Choice Program, and which was a failure. It was because of the Phoenix scandals.
Trump even has the audacity to walk around claiming that no one has been able to pass choice for 50 years. And he was right, which is why it was so impressive when Barack Obama did it.
And which was a failure.
But Trump bragging about what a massive accomplishment veterans' choice is only serves to show just how effective of a president Barack Obama was.
This motherfucker's a retard. This morning, President Obama's hand-picked investigator visits the Phoenix Veterans Hospital. That's where at least 40 patients may have died because of delayed medical care.
President Obama is sticking with the status quo, ignoring calls for firings or demotions within the Veterans Administration. Not enough for some Democrats.
There was no urgency. Mr. President, we need urgency. We need you to roll up our sleeves and get into these hospitals.
Scott and fellow Congressman John Barrow are the two Democrats so far who have called for Shinseki's resignation. 24 Republicans have said the Veterans Secretary must go.
He came, he saw, he drove right by.
There's something wrong in that picture.
During his first visit of the year, the commander-in-chief did not stop at the Phoenix VA Medical Center.
If he took the time out just to see for his own eyes, maybe he can get to the root of the problem.
Robert McDonald, the Phoenix VA, came under fire last year after reports that dozens of vets died waiting for care while the staff cooked the books to make it seem like there were no delays for doctor's appointments.
Now the president is absolutely right when he talks about the first choice. Veterans have wanted this for decades. He's talking about what veterans want. Veterans talk about choice. They don't talk about a program. And so you can call something a program, you can call it choice, but it was never choice. What the president did was create the first real permanent choice, which never existed ever. Veterans had wanted that for decades. He created it, and with urgent care, he kept his promise. With the new access standards, model after DOD, he kept his promise. Veterans had the first real choice. If VA couldn't deliver time, distance, they could go ahead and get their choice. With the new urgent care, they could go ahead without even approval from the VA and get the doctor that they needed, and the VA would pay the bill. He's absolutely correct. The critics are wrong. That's what the facts are.
It was passed in 2014 during Obama's term by President Obama.
The Veteran Affairs Department still has, quote, profound deficiencies providing medical care to our military men and women 2 years after that huge scandal over long delays and secret wait lines. That's according to a new report that's out from Congress. In it, the writers claim the VA's health care operations require urgent reform, and that's a quote. President Obama says the report contains specific proposals that he will review in the coming weeks.
Well, Shep, the main concern that the commissioners express here is still the ability of vets to get alternative care if a VA doctor can't see them quickly enough. Now, wait times have improved, but in many cases, according to critics, they are still far too long. Now, there have been attempts to get veterans the ability to see other doctors if VA doctors aren't available. It's called the Choice Program, but the basic conclusion of the commission, Shep, is that program simply isn't working well enough.
Which is why it was so impressive when Barack Obama did it. I know this wasn't his intention, but Trump bragging about what a massive accomplishment Veterans' Choice is only serves to show just how effective of a president Barack Obama was.
He's absolutely correct. The critics are wrong. That's what the facts are. Veterans know the president has delivered, whether it's been accountability, choice, GI Bill, etc. He's a winner, and he has promises made, promises kept, and he keeps keeping those promises. And of course, they're doing everything to oppose the president. And that's why I'm on here today, to help set the record straight. I helped draft that law. I've created, I've been working on this for 20 years, these such issues. And so it's time that we set the straight. And the president is right, and hopefully others, and besides me, will engage in this. But that's why we have these promises, and that's what the president has done.
It's classic politics. You attack someone for their strength. The president has even said, I want to do more on choice. The VA bureaucracy still sometimes stifling it. But I mean, to criticize him on VA choice is to make something up.
How many pictures can you take over there? You're taking hundreds of pictures? What are you doing? Okay. That's the story. Would anybody like a pen? Would anybody like a pen? Would anybody?
Mr. President, said that the pandemic is disappearing, but we lost 6,000 Americans this week. And just in this room, you have dozens of people. You're not following the guidelines in New Jersey, which say you should not have.
No, they don't have to. This is a political activity. You're wrong on that because it's a political activity. They have exceptions, political activity, and it's also a peaceful protest. So when you have, and as you know, they asked if they could be, you know, a number of, and to me they look like they all have, pretty much all have masks on, but, you know, you have an exclusion in the law. It says peaceful protest or political activity, right?